AGI, first one in on the chat tonight. Hello, I am Greg K6EGG from Southern California in the beautiful city of Hot Chino, California right now. Got a couple, I guess I had a little bit of a new audience this afternoon. I came on about 1:30 p.m. Pacific time. I did not realize that I forgot that, when I'm on at a different time, obviously some people are on their radios that wouldn't normally be on at, maybe 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. or whatever time I'm on right now. So I got a little bit of a different audience. I got a couple of questions, emails from people. The first one was how much, and I don't want to put these emails on or say their call signs or whatever. A couple of people didn't put their call signs, but they asked me how much money I made off of this, and the answer is 0. Another person said, it should be illegal what you're doing. I don't know exactly what he means by that, but maybe, I don't know. I don't know what that means, but I'm going to link this into an email for their response. And if they want to, feel free to give me a call. I can answer any questions they want. I'll give you my Google Voice number, and we can chat away. Don't know what I'm doing here is illegal. I don't know what that means. It is a hobby. I'm doing 2 of my hobbies at once. One of them is TV and audio, and the other one's amateur radio. I had a couple people contact me in the past to say, hey, you're onto something. We can help you out getting sponsorships and maybe get you monetized and everything like that. I'm not interested in that. I don't want to have another job. I'm working too many hours this week anyway, or too many hours a week anyways. So, so just thought I would probably let you guys know. Hopefully those people are watching again, and maybe they can like and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe there at the bottom right. Should not be after me. Not you. I look like Donald Trump. I might have the hair going. I am looking a little orange today. I did get some sun. Just did a little walk around outside. But so I just wanted to touch base with y'all about that really quick. Not too big of a deal, but nonetheless, a little bit of annoyance. Get that asked a lot. Yeah, I got to know. I'm already married to my job and my wife. I don't want to have another job. But feel free, come on in. So I think I'm going to do some Pi-Star action first. If my there he goes, my dashboard pops up. Can always start up on 30 Charlie. You like how I have all this? I can add whatever I want here. And tonight's a Wednesday night, right? I believe, yes. It is a Wednesday night. And 38 minutes, if my math is correct. The Bosonet will be happening on 2 meter sideband here. I'm not worried about it. I just want to make sure that people understand. I do have to admit, I'm a little selfish about this too. I learning how to do stuff. I have a great, vast audience of people trying to help me out with stuff, and that's another reason why I do it. I'm very lucky and blessed to have that. And in my stumbles, people have figured out how to do stuff the same way I have. So it worked out pretty good for both of whoever's watching and myself, of course. Sounds like some people are talking on 30 Charlie, so I'm trying to stall here. It looks like Tony VE3GUO. I'm sure I'll hack that again. I believe that is a Canadian station there. Actually, Toronto, Ontario. Oh, check out his page here. Oops. Sorry. Hold on just a moment. I almost got stuck in canvas mode. Yeah, check out his page here. He's got some nice antennas here. This is a Diamond CP610, a 10 meter, 6 meter antenna there. Looks like he has a 2 meter beam, 2 meter 440 beam there. Looks like an HD TV antenna, a Homebrew 60 meter antenna. Homebrew 2040 and 80. Another Homebrew here. Hustler 4B TV. He's got a nice farm here. I don't think I've talked to him yet. I'm pretty impressed by him. This antenna's way up there. This looks like maybe a Diamond X50. I'm guessing. It's got like maybe, this almost looks like some sort of super loop there. Looks like we got some TV antennas here. Maybe Homebrew. Dipole there. Yeah. Oh, it's a Comet GP15. Pardon me. I was off by a little bit. Oh, I was right. X50A antenna. I have actually an X50N NA antenna, which is the N connector. HD TV. Homebrew Yagi there. And I've never been into antenna building. Yeah, he's got a lot of antennas, man. That's a lot of work. GP15, I think we saw at the beginning there. Diamond 610 actually is the one we saw. And the 6 meter Yagi there, just below that. Over there in Toronto, or pardon me, he's in Ontario, right? Sorry for, yeah, Toronto, Ontario. So it's got a nice setup there. Yeah, you're not first, man. AGI beat you to it. Greg, once again, man, thanks again. Once these guys get done talking, I'll get on 30, Charlie. Whoever that WD1V, looks like he had a lot of signal loss there. From Manchester, New Hampshire. This is Greg, K6EGG, monitoring Reflector 30 Charlie from Southern California in the city of Chino, also live streaming on YouTube. That should freak somebody out there.
K6 Echo Golf, Victor Kilo 5, November Fox Tango. G'day there, Craig. I think it is over.
Yes, good afternoon, I believe, or good morning over there in Australia, VK5NFT. How are you doing today?
Yeah, good day there, Craig. I think it is. You're good, very good there. Thank you, sir. Operator name this way, Tom, Tango, Oscar, Mike, and I reckon we've spoken before. Funny, just the call sign rings a bell there, sir. But so I think it's been a little while between overs, but good to catch up with you again if that's the case. And yeah, not doing too bad down under. Rather cool down this way actually. Winter time, and I reckon may have been summertime last time we spoke there. Back to you, K6 Echo Golf, VK5NFT.
Yeah, the first personal here is Greg there, Thomas. I appreciate it. Yeah, I do remember your call sign, NFT there. And at that time, it was summertime for you, and it was, I think it might have been February. And I was like wishing that would be summertime, and now it's 102 degrees outside. Actually, it's probably about 90 right now, and I'm wishing it's fall right now. So I hope you're staying warm down there, and summer's heading your way, and it's probably going to be a hot one.
Yeah, roger there, sir. Well, we've sort of been hoping for the warm up too. Some years actually, and it's been rather dry for what it should be. We're noticing that around the world it's been what they call the 100-year cycle. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's been definitely very dry. But as far as radio work there, mate, I haven't really done too much more. I haven't been on DStar for some time, so I just thought I'd crank her up and fire up the old girl there, the Icom 5100A, which is what I'm on at the present. And yeah, she seems to be all working well. I've noticed she's a little bit quiet there today there on DStar, but hopefully it will, what do you call it, fire up. I'm not sure what time of day it is. I think he said it's afternoon. There's evening over your way there, so yeah, things might be a little bit quiet there. Back to you there, sir.
Yeah, Tom, I must admit it's been a little bit quiet on the digital side of things lately up here in the States. I'm guessing HF is in for most of the country here in the United States, and might I say here I'm on in the Pacific daylight savings time of 6:30 p.m. So a lot of guys tend to play with HF since it's in, and then on when the winter time comes and the bands start to disappear, I think they jump on the digital modes because it's a little bit obviously easier to make some contacts and stuff. So that's what I'm guessing. I've heard a couple other people mention to it. I know a lot of guys are doing what they call parks on the air here in the United States and really enjoying it. So they're out camping. It's very hot, so a lot of people are outside. So you know how the summer is. And how far of I forgot, I know I asked you this before. I think you said 4 hours. How far of a drive are you from Adelaide, which I spent a little bit of time down there about 11 years ago? I'll send it back over to you, Tom. VKA5NFT. This is Greg, K6EGG. Also currently live streaming on YouTube with a link in my QRZ profile. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with her outfit right there.
Golf, VK5 November Fox Tango returning there, Craig. Yeah, it's approximately about 4 hours, 4.5 hours there from home, QDH, and it's about the same there to Melbourne in Victoria there, sir. So yeah, we're a little bit of a distance away, but yeah, not too bad. Sort of like country towns area, basically. Main sort of. What do you call it? What we have here is pine plantations. We've got the sea. So the coast here is only about 15k, so not very far. Probably about 10 miles or so to the coast, so not too far to get to. A lot of fishing, basically, and also cropping and farming with sheep and cattle there, basically. So that's the sort of prime industry area here. But we do a lot of the region here is called the Limestone Coast because the actual structure there is a lot of limestone, basically, and a lot of caves. And there's actually there's a movie that came out a few years ago to do with cave diving down here in the region. It's a worldwide movie, and unfortunately one of the people there that were involved in making the movie unfortunately didn't, when they were actually producing the movie, this young girl there unfortunately died in the process of making the movie there. She ran out of air in that tank, which is really, really unfortunate. But I'm pretty sure that movie, I'm not sure exactly the name of it, but it's to do with cave diving here in the southeast of Australia. So, yeah, watch out for that one. But that's sort of a bit of the history, all the sort of main area of what is also an attraction for cave diving in the lower southeast of Australia there, Craig over.
Copy that. And I know it's like you said, it was 4.5 hour drive or so from Adelaide. Is there a lot of vineyards that way? I remember driving from, I wasn't driving, I was actually in a bus, but being in a bus from Adelaide to the ocean where we crossed over to Kangaroo Island. It was like vineyard after vineyard all the way down to the ocean. Is that same type of agricultural? I know you said there was some farming and stuff in the area you're at right now. VK5, NFT, K6EGG.
Yeah, Roger, Craig. Well, yes, it is. The grapes, the vineyards have really taken off down here in the region. We've always had grape vineyards about 50 k's from us. The place called Penola Coonawarra area, a region, and also the grapes have now expanded right throughout in the lower southeast here too. And what they've found is the grapes and the taste of the grapes, and depending on the time of the picking, well, there's a lot of grapes now that are grown along the coastal region here. Places within Mount Gambier, places around the Kingston area, which is about 100 k's from home, QDH. Yes, basically all throughout there's areas there now that are growing the so-called grapes. What the grapes ideally like is the red terracotta type of earth. They seem to really although they seem to grow rather well in those sort of conditions. And a lot of farming land's been ripped up for the poor old grape. I think that may do a turnabout face there one day. I've noticed that the exports there have dropped dramatically with the selling of the wines there, unfortunately. But yeah, no, it's quite throughout the what do you call it, the coastal region and up around the Barossa area. The Kangaroo Island as well inclusive. But yeah, right, there's quite a large area. And then when you head up towards Victoria and New South Wales, there's also a lot of vineyards up that sort of region as well there. So quite a bit of the parts of Australia there with the grape growing in that respect. KE6 Echo Golf Golf VK5 NFT.
Copy that on the vineyards there. I know when we were in Adelaide, we went and exported some of the South Australian wine. In fact, we still have some sitting downstairs in our kitchen, ready to go, and we have some great conversation to have when we have a couple people over. So, looking forward to cracking that open at some point. But I appreciate the QSO and a little bit of what's going on in the area where you live down there in that beautiful country of Australia, which I would love to go back to someday. Adelaide, believe it or not, I know it sounds weird, was my favorite city of the whole trip. It just seemed nice and I don't know, cozy, or it just seemed very livable. People there were really nice. It was a nice slow town. People weren't going too fast, too slow. They're just going at the right about speed. The weather was great when I was there. Of course, it was mid-December. Summertime, dry, hot. I believe that like the sun went down around 8:45 or so, being that far south, obviously, with that time difference there with the daylight savings time. So, all right, Tom, I appreciate the contact. I don't want to hog it up here on the on Reflector 30, Charlie. Maybe you can make some more contacts up here in the United States. I know a lot of people are listening and maybe even watching a live stream right now. So This is Greg, K6EGG, for VK5NFT. I almost just said the NFT part, the suffix part of your call sign there, Tom. So you have a wonderful afternoon here. It's 6:40 p.m. here in Southern California in 73s. Copy that, KC3RPU.
Echo Golf
and welcome.
K5 NFT returning there briefly. Okay, Craig, look, it's been a great pleasure to catch up and make the contact again there, sir. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Stay, well, I'm going to say try to chill out is what we'd say. And hopefully that things will cool off a little bit. I noticed that, you guys have also had some fairly bad fires over that way, that part of the world there. So anyway, we'll say cheerio. Just quickly before I go, the other thing, we talk about lines, ciders, mate, is they're starting to make a big thing down this way there. I like me ciders, so check them out next time as well there. Quite a few breweries are starting to get on top of them as well there. Till next time, I'll say cheerio from down under in 73s. K6 Echo Golf. This is VK5 NFT. Been a pleasure again, and till next time, cheerio 73s.
It was Tom down there from Southern Australia on his 5100, connected to 30 Charlie through his hotspot there, according to his message there on DStar.
K6EGG, this is KC3 Roger 5 Uniform.
Hey, Willie, good evening. KC3RPU. This is Greg, K6EGG. Amir, long time no talk, buddy. I hope all is good up there in the Great White North.
Buddy, I hope all is good up there in the Great White North. Buddy, I hope all is good up there in the Great White North. Buddy, I hope all is good up there in the...
All right, what happened there? That was weird. That was a very strange echo there that was not caused by me, but it was my voice. I think it was maybe Willie. It's been a while. Every time I open my trunk, I think about you. I know that sounds weird, but you know why. So anyways, I was going to say that I've been fighting an issue with my Allstar node that I have not been able to get my 30 Charlie.
30 Charlie. 30 Charlie just
I haven't been able to get my that's weird. Have not been able to get my Allstar node to work on DMR, like 91 worldwide, 93, whatever. That's not coming from me. It might be my voice. I don't know if someone's using like a DV dongle or something and they got the audio routed maybe from the stream over. Worldwide. So I have not been able to get the DMR to work. I've been working on it. I know Scott in the chat there on Discord has been trying to get his to work. It seems like he's gotten his to work by deleting everything out, clearing out his digital settings, and putting everything back in. But for the most part, his started working, and mine still has not. So hopefully I can get that thing going and make it work again, because I'm kind of bummed. I would love to get that thing working again on DMR. I also listen to, because it cross modes out in the analog, I have my scanner tuned at frequency, so at night when I'm going to bed, I can dial in DMR and listen to that. So that's another reason why I like having it. One second here.
K6EGG and MJS.
So I think I might go over to 1 Charlie and see if I can get into some trouble over there. Don't like to stay in one place for too long. Since I might try to come on tomorrow. We'll see. Let's see if we get connected here.
Link to
a little bit tired tonight, so bear with me.
001 Charlie.
Dealing with some stuff here at home. I can show you on here real quick there, Amir. I'm on 1 Charlie, so let me go over to this spot here. So you go to configuration. Hopefully you're still watching. I don't know why that's coming up there. I go to expert. And then I go to tools. And then you can put in the different colors here. This is the color I have for the banner. I'm sorry. Yeah. For the banner there. You can change the text style. You can change all kinds of different things in this area. But yeah, here's the color for the banner, for the head drop, which is, I believe, the background, and then for the page, which will be the transparency there. So let me know if that works for you. Right now I'm on 1 Charlie. And then there, yeah, no problem. I didn't mind the red so much, but I don't think red looks very good on the screen there. I think blue is more appealing to the eye. A lot easier on the eye on an LCD screen. Red is better in a darker environment. So I decided to go with the blue so it didn't kill your guys' eyes. It's a lot easier to look at in my eyes. And I tried to match the font for the Pi-Star there. It's a little bit different and a little bit different color there, but close enough for me. Jeff got purple. Willie, it looks like you're not echoing through that one. If you want to try that one out, feel free. DMR to Pi-Star, huh? Or I wish I had my DMR working on my Allstar. It seems to work a little better when it works. A little easier to maneuver through. I think it sounds better. This is Greg, K6EGG, monitoring Reflector 1 Charlie from Southern California in the city of Chino, 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles and also live streaming on YouTube with a link in my QRZ profile. Once again, this is Greg, K6EGG.
VK2 Golf Sugar Victor, how do you read me?
VK2 Golf Sugar Victor, you sound loud and clear here in Southern California. Good afternoon to you, where it's 6:45 p.m. here in California. I think I've chatted with him before.
Yeah, good evening to you, Greg. Name's David. I'm sitting down here at the beachfront at Umina Beach near Woi Woi, about 70 k's north of Sydney. Overcast, but it's warm down here, enjoying the surf, which you can probably hear in the background. And I wasn't sure how I was going to get in, because I'm only using my ID52 handheld down here with a little antenna. But it's good to see you. I'm getting through to you and the Hobart as well. And I'm going to forget your call phone because I've got nothing to write it on. Back to you, Greg. VK2 Golf Sugar Victor.
Copy that, VK2GSF. I won't remember your call sign just because I have a super bad memory. Call here again is K6EGG. K6EGG. Are you going into a local repeater where you're at? I'm guessing what it sounds like. I am going into my Pi-Star here. Also doing a little bit of a live stream on YouTube too, so you could probably see how I look like and stuff like that. I'll send it back over to you down in VK2 land. This is Greg, K6EGG, about 20 minutes north of Disneyland in Southern California.
Yeah, K6EGG. I should remember that. My brain, like yours, is pretty fuzzy too, and it's Golf Sugar Victor. Just to clarify, your name is David, as I said. Yeah, like I said, I'm down the beachfront enjoying the surf and listening to the surf roaring in the background. A bit of an overcast day, but it's nice and warm down here compared to my house is about 2 k's west of where I am. So just come down here, have a coffee and some lunch, and then get out of the house and get some fresh air, as I love to do on my bike. And that's a bicycle, not a road bike. Don't own a car. So it's my exercise for the day. Just come down here, it's only 2.5 k's or something, not even that. So back to you, K6EGG, VK2 Golf Sugar Victor.
See, I thought it was easy to remember. I'm glad you remembered it there. And real quick, I don't know if I asked in my last transmission, are you connected to a local repeater with your ID52, which sounds really good? You have a really good connection into whatever you're into right now. Back to you, K6EGG, and sorry, VK2GSV. See how bad I am? Want to screenshot that?
No problems, Greg. Yeah, I'm in the local repeater. That's why I said I wasn't quite sure how I was going to get on. I've put the handheld onto high power. I was on medium before, so it's up on high now, so it should be better. But I actually just noticed a few minutes ago, I was wondering why there was no one on it, and then I noticed that somebody had disconnected the reflector, so I've reconnected it back up, and then you popped on. So it was a good thing I checked. For some reason, people keep disconnecting the reflector, and they don't bother to tell anyone, and they don't bother reconnecting, and I don't understand why that is. So it's a real problem. Or maybe they just don't know how to reconnect it. I don't understand. But, yeah, it's all good. Mind you, there's not many people use this repeater. The other guy who used to use it has now got himself a hotspot, so he doesn't use it because he wanted to hop all over the place. And in fact, I don't understand it. I said, people want to use this repeater and change reflectors. Nobody really cares. It'd be just nice if they check to see if someone is using it and then let them know. Look, I'm thinking if you're finished, can I change the reflector?
Thank you for watching, Christopher.
Just put it back to this one when you're finished with it. It's all about having to raise. It's about helping one another and doing the right thing. It's not that hard. Thank you, K6EGG, VK.
This is why I like English and Australian guys.
EGG, VK2 Golf Sugar Victor. Thank you, Greg.
I hear you on that, pal. There isn't too much common sense isn't too common. So I get it. Yeah, that's too bad that not too many people use it. I mean, it's up so people can use it. I just wish people would use it correctly. We got a lot of different repeaters here locally on DStar, and for the most part, they're pretty quiet because everybody's afraid of changing the reflectors. A lot of them have systems on it. If it times out for more than 15 minutes, it will go back to its home reflector. I know one of the local repeater systems I hook up to locally when I'm driving around mobile on my ID 5100, reflector 12 alpha, which is Southern California area Papa system. Their main repeater there on Santiago Peak. If you change it over to, let's say, 1 Charlie, and nobody talks on it for 15 minutes or so locally, it will revert back to its home reflector, which is 12 alpha. So, yeah, a lot of people get a little afraid about moving stuff around or using it because they think a lot of people other are listening. But it turns out, you know, I'll call out on some repeaters on DStar and it's silent because most of the people have Pi stars and stuff like that. So I totally get you. Once again, common sense isn't so common there. This is Greg K6EGG for VK2GSV. Let's see if I got that one right this time. By the way, anybody new to the channel tonight, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well.
Just waiting for the beep. Give it a chance for the system to reset. Yeah,
come on a couple days a week.
I think they've been putting planes in the air and they've been dropping stuff in the water because something's happened to the world and I don't know what it is. So it must be something they've done with put in the water. But anyway, maybe something they put in the air. I don't know. But like you said, common sense seems to have gone flying out the window. Yeah, not a problem. Anyway, I'm going to head back home. So
I think you said a bad word there.
We actually have a UHF DStar repeater here too, which if I go put my radio at home on high power, I can trigger it, but I cannot hear it. It's one of our guys has actually said he needs to go up there and check all the filters and stuff because there's something wrong with the setup up there. And if it did, I'd be on that one all day changing reflectors. But, you know, thanks for the suggestion. Actually, I might go to the guy who looks after that and ask him, you know, is there an option in there? There must be to do that, you know, because it between 10 p.m. and 8 a.m. and 10 p.m. at night and 8 a.m. in the morning, it shuts down or it drops off the reflector, which is fair enough. I can understand that, but I think I should ask him, look, can you get it to do that if it's been disconnected during the day for more than 10 minutes, that it just resets itself back to 1 Charlie during the day. That'd be easy. I don't think it'd be too hard. He won't still into his story anymore anyway, so it won't hurt him. Something to do. Anyway, I'm going to say 7-3s and I'm going to start riding back home. K6EGG, VK2 Golf Sugar Victor.
Copy that, David. Great to hear you, and nice to see we're on the same page of things, at least as far as connecting to reflectors and repeaters and such. And most importantly, have a safe ride back to your house and enjoy the winter weather down there, down under. For David, VK2GSV, this is Greg, K6EGG, on Reflector 1 Charlie, and also live streaming on YouTube. With a link in my QRZ profile, you can type my call letters in to the search engine of YouTube, K6EGG. Once again, have a safe ride back, sir. That's pretty cool. He's on a local repeater down there. I don't know.
Yeah, no problems, Greg. I'm not sure if you can hear it, but can you hear the surf?
I can.
Just in case. Enjoy. 73.
I can. I can, actually. So... sounds good, man. I'm going to be going to the beach next week. I'm looking forward to it. So you have a wonderful ride back to your home QTH there, sir. That was pretty fun.
73 is great. Cheers.
Christopher, where are you at tonight?
K6EGG, VK3, my brother.
Looks like we got another VK3 in there. VK3 MB, this is Greg, K6EGG from Southern California. Good afternoon to you.
K6EGG, VK3MB. Yeah, thanks, Greg. Name this way is Phil, Papa Hotel India Lima.
I'm looking at your stream now. You're looking through my pages. Very good. Yeah, I was quite interested when I looked up your stream what the signal meter was going up and bouncing up and down on the left. Very interesting, mate. Over.
Copy that. I think we've talked before. I remember looking at an antenna array that I'm actually going to put up back again here over your house there. I think I do remember talking to you before. The signal on the left of my radio is actually I'm looking at my audio card going into my computer. So all the audio that's routed out of my sound mixer that you can't see that's off screen is routed into that audio meter to make sure all the audio signal looks good, or sounds and looks good into the live stream there. Plus, it gives a little bit more of a visual opportunity to see what's going on in my ham shack as well.
K6EGG, VK3MB. Yeah.
Is that a koala?
Yeah, it's really interesting, actually. Just to see just how it's all bouncing up and down gives you a good idea whether you're overdriving it or not as well, if it's going up into the red. So hopefully we're sounding okay your end. Anyway, Greg, I'll let you get back to it. Thanks for the stream, mate. I'm going to play this back and see what I sound like. And you have a lovely evening there in California. Cheers, mate. Bye.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate watching. Philip, I believe. 73's to you. And if you have an account, please don't forget to subscribe, too. I try to come on a couple days a week, just kind of playing around on the digital side of things. I might actually go to 2-meter sideband here in a few minutes and check into a local net. So once again, you have a good afternoon down under VK3MB. Philip down there, this is Greg, K6EGG from Southern California. Yeah, I think I've talked to him before. It might have been a couple months ago.
73, Greg.
He has a pretty big antenna on his house. So we'll get the BozoNet starting up here in just a few minutes.
VK2WJ monitoring.
Man, there's a lot of people out here in VK2 land. I love to talk down to Australia. I got to take this one again. VK2 WJ. This is Greg, K6EGG in Southern California, United States. See, he's got a lot of meters on his webpage here. His QRZ
g'day,
page.
Greg, good to hear you, mate. Nice to say hello. Got VK2WJ. Name's John this way. I'm located just south of Newcastle. Just working from home, just about to have lunch. I thought I heard you pop in on DStar. I thought I'd say g'day, mate. A cracking signal, and I'm loving the live stream too. That's awesome. Back to you, Greg, K6EGG, VK2WJ. Name's John, and I'm in Budgie Boy, about halfway between Sydney and Newcastle. Back to you, mate.
Copy that. I appreciate you watching in, and I'm also liking the meters you have on your QRZ site as well. I'll bring those back up so people know what I'm referring to there. I'm a big fan of meters. I was just talking to the last person there about he was asking about the sound meter there. So thanks for watching, and thanks for calling in here. This is Greg, K6EGG on Reflector 1 Charlie. And real quick, are you coming in on a hotspot or on a local repeater down there?
Yeah, good on you, Greg. Yeah, good to see, mate. And yeah, I like the old meters myself, mate. I'm coming in on a hotspot. I do have a local repeater here. I think he's linked to 001 Charlie, I'm pretty sure, but I'm in on a hotspot. I try not to link up with or interrupt the repeater, if you know what I mean. So I've got a hotspot in the shack here running a little 9700. So, yeah, great stuff. I do a bit of DMR, a bit of everything, mate, but I've always got something cracking along in the background. Have a great day, Greg. Leave it open for you, mate, and I'll let you work a few more. Great website, and good to see it on YouTube. Love that stuff. K6EGG, VK2WJ, Johnny Budgie. Cheers, champ.
Copy that, John. Thanks again. I appreciate it. VK2 WJ down there in Australia. You have a wonderful afternoon once again. This is Kilowatt 6 Echo Golf Golf on 1 Charlie. Hey, Sam, welcome back. Lots of Aussies on this afternoon, or tonight, at least our time, just past 7 p.m. here.
K6EGG, KC2ZUM.
Here in Southern California. Let me get him here. KC2ZUM, this is Greg, K6EGG in California. Good evening. In Orlando. I like that KG.
Yes, good evening to you. You're breaking up a little bit there. But anyway, we have to speak one day when you get some time. I see you're an audio
Thank you, John.
engineer. I'm a retired engineer in television. I had 25 years in radio and TV in New York. And sounds like you're trying to hop somewhere for something else going on. But
Thank you, John.
Listen, we got to talk sometime and trade war stories of the industry. Back to you.
Absolutely. And boy, let me tell you, I'm glad you're retired because stuff is changing at the speed of light and more ways than one. Be very happy that you're retired. As far as communications and signal sending everywhere, it's gone really mad right now. So it's been a learning curve on stuff. And thanks, John. Don't forget to subscribe if you can.
Okay. You see, I've been retired since 2009. I keep in touch with some of the guys that remained at the station there, and I hear some I hear some horror stories. One of the things I thought they would never do is get rid of master control, and it's somewhere in another state where you've got one guy running several playlists at the same time. So I hear that it's not the same as it used to be. I go back to 2-inch videotape, quad machines and whatnot, and I came in at a good time. I'm very glad for that, and I'm doing a lot of other things here in the background here, and it's just amazing how the industry has changed.
Thank you very much, radio, John. Appreciate it.
My way up into television, and both sides of the industry are a lot different today. So,
hey, JJ, I
got out at a good time.
Oh yeah, when I started, they're doing a delay with a 1-inch machine, a record deck on one side, and then a playback deck, 5 feet apart, with a tape going on the ground. And we also used, I learned how to edit on the 3/4-inch deck in the 90s. And now you can edit things on your phone. As far as master control, I'm freelance, and one of the networks I work for, all their regional networks are all on one floor in somewhere just outside of Atlanta, for every single channel that the company owns, which is kind of scary. So I know what I know what you mean. In fact, one of our local stations here, I think the ABC, all the ABC affiliates are also in Atlanta for their master control. So things have changed quite a bit, and it's apparently it's cheaper to send two signals, one to another state and one from another state to a transmitter than it is doing it in one spot and just microwaving up to a tower these days, which is kind of scary if you think about it. Reel to reel, baby. That's how we roll. You like that? We roll?
Yeah,
okay.
Well, the
bad joke.
Thing that the
Ah, man, he bailed out. Oh, he bailed out. The signal bailed out there.
Okay, I'm just watching my dashboard there, but I don't see myself. I back off there. Yeah, well, at my station, which was owned by Tribune, one of the things that they wanted to do and succeeded in doing first was getting, we used to have 3 people working in master control, basically a TD or a leaf TD and tape person, and they succeeded in removing one person out at one time, and then it ended up when it was only one person working for half the shift by themselves in master control, and that was very uncomfortable. It's very dangerous, but you know, they didn't seem to care.
They don't care.
When we complained about it and voiced our opinion and the things that can happen, they said it was our station. We'll run it the way we want to run it. I said okay, and then eventually they did get rid of the master, and so right now it's just news. News is cheaper to produce and whatnot. A few other things going on in there, but not too much being used at the studio itself. I forget what state it is, but wherever it is one person that's running several playlists, and it's a young person's industry, and God bless them. As they get older, they'll find out that some things are not that easy, even with the automation that's out there. But yeah, I go back to the Ampex 2000s, the RCA TR70s, the cart machines.
Yep.
And eventually we came up to 1 inch, half inch, 3/4 was for editing, and then everything went on to servers. We had a system called the LMS, Library Management System, and then we went to the system, the new system, which was just servers basically, and that's where the packages were put on. We had all your commercials and programming and everything was on servers, and we used to love it whenever we had lightning storms. It would hit the building pretty much, and it would pretty much set the switcher back to the left point, and sometimes knock out the servers. So I guess they began to see the dangers in relying just on in one area, but you know, that's what it is today.
Yeah, and I'm glad you brought up the point about the servers. I was actually gonna mention that real quick. I know I don't want to tie it up too long here on One Charlie, because I'm sure there's a bunch of people on here listening. They might enjoy it, but I'm not going to say what station or what city or whatever. But somebody I know, just for that reason you mentioned, wanted to back up the servers with a UPS system that was going to cost roughly $100,000 to basically give a 15-minute buffer for the backup gen to pop in. So this basically, it's non-interrupted power. So it'll kick on the in-between phase of when the power goes off. Because as you well know, if you lose power in a computer just for a millisecond, it has to reboot. But anyways, they did not want to buy the UPS system, which was only $100,000, which to us it seems like a lot of money, which to you and me, not that big of a deal. Anyways, this particular station was a duopoly. Is it the two monopoly with two stations? They had a power server or a power spike at their studio, and it knocked down their servers for over 15 hours. Both stations were off the air. It took them, I think, 8 or 9 hours to get something running out of the pseudo master control that was up on top of the hilltop where they were located at. Nonetheless, the person that tried to sell them on the manager tried to sell them on the UPS was fired because they could have found one for cheaper. But you know how that goes. So I'm going to end it there. I appreciate you jumping in and saying hi. We could probably talk for many hours there, Alan, but I don't want to tie this one up too much. But you know how it goes with TV. And I appreciate chatting there. I would definitely love to talk to you some more. This is Greg K6EGG, also live streaming on YouTube, in case you're wondering there, Alan. K6EGG. You have a wonderful evening. I'll be monitoring after your final there, sir. Yeah, it's amazing how they spend some money on some stupid crap, and then they don't want to spend money on what they should be spending money on. And he understands it.
Yeah,
I know he does.
Talking to you, and I'm sure we'll speak again. As a matter of fact, I think we did speak at one time, maybe 6 months ago or last year. Your call sign sounds familiar. Yeah, that seems to be the going thing. You know, spend too much money and you get fired and or demoted or something like that. You know, that's pretty much the way it is. But let me just close with this. I came in the industry at a good time, and I was very fortunate to work with quite a few people that contributed to the television. We had a guy there at the station I worked with who invented the Genlock. So, you know,
very
It
cool.
was a good time. We had a manning clause, so we had a lot of people in the tape room and master control and audio and whatnot, and it was just a lot of fun. You know, we did a lot of things, and the company, their concern is that we did our job, so they were very lenient in the early days with the things, but as things changed and new management came in, it seems like new management, their concern was just putting a letter in your personnel folder. So,
yep.
You know, I'll figure.
Salespeople running television.
If you know, the particular station had good people, you'd want to make them happy and keep them. You wouldn't want them working for the competition. Anyway, we'll catch you later, and you have a good one. K6EGG, this is KC2ZUM. I'll say 7-3 for now, and God bless. And I'm good on QRZ.
Yeah, he makes some really good points, and you know what? He's the type of guy that basically invented the modern day TV broadcast. The Genlock is a huge thing to be able to. This was before, obviously. Now they use frame syncs because of HD, but that would lock 2 at a time signals together. Very good piece of gear. We used to use time-based signal generators, I think they were called. I think that's what they were called, and you would have to dial them in, so you'd get in between time, and basically it would match up everything. And in case you were wondering, with analog video, if the video was out of sync, which if it wasn't part of the same network of video, good night, Amir. You would see when they would go between sources, you would see the picture move across the screen. Time-based correctors and Genlocks fix that eventually. So a Genlock is a huge thing. They were able to lock different cameras together from different studios, probably, so they wouldn't have the signal processing errors, which you would see on the air. So pretty big thing that person invented there. My hats off to some of the older folk. No offense. I always try to learn from them, because if you don't learn from the past, you may repeat it as far as television goes. And I love working in television. It's changed a lot. Obviously, Alan mentioned as well. It's more about the bottom line than making a good production, good audio, good video. I'm glad that some of you during the pandemic was
VK2 UTC, VK2LA, you on this one, Ken?
Were able to see some of that during the pandemic with the crappy video from home and everything like that. And, you know, when they'd go to somebody and not working, it takes a lot of people, a lot of smart people, a lot smarter than I am, to make all those signals work and integrate together. It's basically like a bicycle, a wheel, so to speak, a lot of spokes. You got to make sure everything's dialed in right, or you're going to have a bumpy road or bumpy ride down the road. So a lot of people don't realize how much hard work it takes to get in a good broadcast, and having good people in your broadcast is very important to keep that structure alive. And now with the budget cutting, it seemed some of those things have gone away, but it's just kind of the nature of the beast. There is more production jobs out there, obviously, because there's more channels and everything like that. And that's why I try to make this look as good and sound as good as possible. I have a lot of pride in my work, and I want to try to do good work, even though this is just for fun. But I also try to do that at work, no matter if one person or 10 million people are listening or watching.
VK2UTC, VK2LA on 29 Charlie.
You're on 1. Just to let you know, sir, you're on 1 Charlie. 1 Charlie. Look at this big fish he has. That's a big fish. It's got a nice fish shirt, too, if you notice there. It's probably the same kind of fish. Maybe he was embarrassed. So I'm on 1 Charlie right now. I think, don't quote me, but I think there's is Ham Nation going on tonight? Is that a Wednesday night? I forget. Let me look here. I was going to go to 14 Charlie, but after the Ham Nation, they normally do a post thing on 14 Charlie. So I don't want to head over there and have that dialed in. Yeah, I think it's over. Let me double check. Sorry. Still trying to get a little something here. I watched it every once in a while, but the Heil advertisements with the microphone and the background kind of, I don't know, it's a little kind of cheesy for me. You get some good info off of it, but I don't want to be sold to death. That's why I'm not trying to get sponsored or anything. I don't want to shove stuff down their throat. Between getting phone calls and everything else, yeah, do you want to like get extended warranty? Do you want this? Yeah, I haven't really watched. I watch it every once in a while. You know what I do like to watch? Sometimes is Ham, not Ham, Ham Clubhouse. Did I lose the connection here? No, I didn't. Ham Shack Clubhouse, I believe. Is it Ham Shack Clubhouse? Let me bring it up. Ham Radio Clubhouse. A friend of the channel here is on there. So, yeah, Ham Shack Clubhouse. Right here. I'll bring it in for you. They usually come on Tuesdays, I believe. So check them out. I watch them every once in a while. Some pretty decent content here. Just a couple hams there having a good time. BSing. I haven't watched it for a week or so. I think I watched it a couple weeks ago. As you can see, the ones I have watched. But good group of guys to follow there as well. I wouldn't mind being on there. That would be pretty fun. It'd be hard to dial in, or hard to make that happen, though. Yeah, I didn't want to hog that up. It sounds like it's tied to some repeaters. This is Greg, K6EGG, monitoring 1 Charlie from Southern California. Also live streaming on YouTube with a link in my QRZ profile file. I can't talk tonight. This is Kilowatt 6 Echo Golf Golf. Oh, look, I got another email.
CGG. Hello, Greg. This is KE4 TLC.
Oh, that's been a while. Dion, it's been a while, my friend. KE4 TLC. How have you been, sir?
Oh, I've been good. I bought me a Open Spot 3 now so I can transcode from my Fusion over to DStar.
Excellent, man. You're sounding good. And I bet you they got some good, or they have some good deals with used Open Spot 3s now, I'm guessing, correct? Although they'll still be pretty expensive. I think I paid $250 for mine. I got
it a good deal from a good friend, so that's the way it is. And I'm cross-moding from my FT400.
Copy that, Dion. You sound really good, and that having a good friend and a good deal are two great things to have. I know I've sold some stuff over to some buddies, and some buddies have sold some stuff over to me, and it was usually a pretty good deal. So what goes around comes around is the way I look at it, right? Copy that. Hey, it's only 8 p.m. over there in New Mexico,
exactly
Jeff.
Right. He got him a Open Spot 4 Pro, so that's how he's able to, hand down the 3.
I like that. That's even better, man. Good. Well, welcome to DStar. I know I've talked to you. I think on America Link, right?
Yeah, I've been on America Link also, and around here and there. We're doing the World Link one night.
Did you say Warlink? Oh, I know what you mean. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, World Link. Yeah, World Link. I won't hold you. I just want to say hello to you. I brought the screen up and saw you were on 1 Charlie, so I jumped in here and want to say hello to you.
Copy that. Appreciate it, man. Nice to hear you, and welcome to DStar. I'm glad you got that Open Spot 3 working for you there. Dion KE4 TLC. This is Greg, K6EGG. As you well know, also live streaming on YouTube, so you have a good one, buddy. Good to hear Dion out there. It's been a couple months, probably since June.
You too. I'm also doing something. I'm backing up my Mac. I got a MacBook Pro that I'm backing up to my time machine, just trying to figure that out. I don't know much about a Mac, but I'm playing with it.
Yeah, that'd be quite of a learning experience. It took me a couple months to get used to my Mac, but very good operating system.
All right, take care. K4 TLC.
Copy that, Dion. I think I saw another station in there. I'll take a standby for, it looks like a California station in there, a KE6 station. Do I have that? Yeah, I wish, man. It's a comfy seat, though. I might say. It's a gaming seat. It's very comfortable. I can sit here for 3 hours and not get all cramped up. So I can pull out here. Yeah, it's a big giant gaming seat. I really like it. Very, very comfy. Oop, got to zoom in a little bit more. Go back to 1 Charlie there. It was my birthday gift from last year, believe it or not. So right now, monitoring 1 Charlie. Anybody with DStar capabilities, feel free to come on over. Doing some double checking some work here. Any news out there going on, like ham radio wise, anything like that you guys know of? Just looking at Instagram right quick. I wonder what happened to the KE6 station. I think that's California, right? I don't want to call on here. Let me go back over to 30 Charlie right quick and see what's going on there.
Link to REF030 Charlie.
Dirty Charlie, everybody. I'll wait here for a few minutes. On the news side of things, it looks like there's a off-duty officer shot in Arcadia, which is over by the Pasadena area where they do the Rose Parade. About 40-minute drive from here. It's quiet out here on 30 Charlie. I'll jump on here and see if I can get in some trouble here. This is Greg K6EGG monitoring reflector 30 Charlie from Southern California in the city of Chino. Also live streaming on YouTube with a link in my QRZ profile. So right now I'm on 30 Charlie. Moved over from 1. I was originally here on 30 Charlie. If I don't get much action here, I might move over to... There goes Lee there. I might move over to 14 Charlie. Hey, Lee. Good evening to you. N9NJS. This is Greg K6EGG. If I can get my call letters out there. Sorry about that. What's going on, man?
Oh, you know how it is, man. Just out here living the dream. Beautiful weather. It's cooled off quite a bit. It isn't raining for 2 days. So, and it doesn't look like it's going to be raining too much for the next week. So we'll dry out a little bit. How are things on the left coast?
Things on the left coast are very hot, very dry, and if I look to the east, it looks like they're getting some rain out in the desert areas, which could be good maybe for Lake Mead that is almost dried up now. That's been a lake for about 100 years, is now looks like a desert wasteland now. So definitely can use some cooler weather. Being over 100 degrees the last 3 or 4 days in a row, but all good. I'll take the heat over the totally cold, but I'm looking forward to fall no less.
Yeah, it kind of felt like fall today. We were, I guess, made it up to about 82, and we've been getting into the mid to upper 50s at night. Real dry, the lower humidity, of course, that cools off faster, kind of like the desert effect, so that's always good. But we're not really ready for it yet. We'll still have a few, maybe upper 80s, low 90 days yet this year, I'm sure.
Hi, Haley.
But not, today's the 10th, so we don't have too many more to go. By the time we get out of August, it's going to be probably just low 80s and 70s, which is pretty much what it looks like for the next 7 days. Upper 70s, lower 80s for highs. Go ahead.
Dad, look, I got a Band-Aid.
Copy that. Looks like it's really nice right now. And being a little dry there for the next couple days even sounds nicer. Before you know it, we're going to be in fall. Only, 4 or 5 weeks away? 4 weeks away, I believe. So I got to get going. Unfortunately, sorry for cutting it short, but my daughter had walked into my office/ham shack and is wanting me to help her put her to bed. You could probably hear in the background. Say hi, Lee.
Hi, Lee. But I'm not wearing my headphones.
You're not wearing your headphones. I know, because I want to get off here. All right, man. You take care. N9NJS. This is Greg, K6EGG, from Southern California. What other chair? I'm going to go to your room here in a second.
Okay. And you have a good night's sleep there, young lady.
He says you have a good night's sleep.
Even though you don't think he's right,
But I can't hear
sometimes he is. And catch you later, Greg. And then NJS 30 Charlie, be clear.
I just can hear some sound. It's so quiet, Daddy.
Copy that. I don't know if you can hear talk in the background there. So, all right, man. Yeah, I think I'm going to get off of here. So this is Greg, K6EGG on 30 Charlie, signing off from 30 Charlie. This is Greg, K6EGG. You like looking at the little meters there, Haley?
I like to touch them.
Don't touch anything.
We could hear. We could definitely hear. And she was heard around the world, probably.
You were hurled.
She probably
But
does.
Daddy,
Her voice was heard around the world. And
I
then
used to
in
have a
Northern
dolphin
Illinois, near, but
floaty
not in
or a whale
Chicago.
floaty.
Yes, she was. All right, you have a good evening.
My daddy told me,
Yeah?
or
You had a dolphin floaty?
I don't know. I meant a whale or a dolphin.
When you were little?
Yeah.
What are you right now?
Big kid.
You're a big kid now?
But I'm not.
Are you old enough to drive yet?
No.
No. Then why do you tell Daddy how to drive then?
I just need to be 5.
You just need to be 5 to drive?
Daddy.
So why do you tell Daddy how to drive when he's in the car?
So, like, my hair's super long.
Not as long as mine.
Your hair's short. Yeah, it is.
Don't take a screenshot of that, anybody. Take care, John. Oh, I got to put my headphones back, or my hat back on here. You want to say bye to everybody and good night to everybody there?
Good night.
You got to say it a little bit louder. Say it in the
Good
microphone.
night.
Oh, wow. I know you got some
Good
pipes on
night.
that thing. I can hear you when you're crying and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I cry a lot like the Sandra.
You cry a lot like Cassandra?
Yeah. And also like Cindy. And there's three friends are criers. Me and Sandra and Cindy.
Is that why you guys are all friends?
And
3 friends, huh?
And also Liam.
Leo?
Yeah, no, Liam.
Liam,
But I
oh.
saw Liam in a different class, and I was in there, and he didn't want to go outside see some new friends, and he cried.
That's not a good enough reason to cry.
Yeah, but I saw him cry.
Yeah, but this is not a good enough reason. You want to say goodnight to Dan from Ohio? Say goodnight, Dan from Ohio.
Good night, Dan from Ohio.
Yeah, you like my expensive doorstop there?
Yeah. Come on, Daddy. And that's not going in my room.
I'm going to go in your room in a second there, Haley.
And
Thank
now-
you for telling me about your friends now that you're friends with them. Now I know why you're friends with them.
Okay, bye.
So my daughter is friends with a couple of people in her class because they're all criers, apparently. The little things you learn about your kids in like a little short a bit of time there. So, wow. Okay. Yeah, you like that doorstop there, John. It's not advertisement, actually. In fact, I should probably change that to something else. Yeah. Yeah, I should probably change that to something else. Unless Icom wants to give me another one and I can give to somebody else. That would be great. Oh, yeah, I see my sweaty shirt there in my background there. Anyways, I want to thank everybody for watching tonight and everybody new out there. John, it's great to hear from you down under. We'll send some of our heat down there your way so you can warm up down there in Australia. I probably should. That's a good idea. I know somebody mentioned that I need a sad ham picture for my I'll be right back, which I'll get that eventually. I might work on that tomorrow, so you might see that in tomorrow night's stream here on the K6EGG live stream. Sorry, but anyways, I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna spend some time with my daughter here before she goes to sleep. It's about 7:40 p.m. here local. She usually dives in the bed about 8 p.m. here local. So. Yeah, I know. I normally come on at this time, but I got to spend some. I want to spend some time with my daughter before she goes to sleep because I'm going to get busy with work here. Hopefully by Friday, we'll see. Scott, you take care, sir. Remember, everybody, there is a Discord. Also, hopefully, someone can put that in the chat there. Love to hear all from you. I try to get in there as much as possible. Just been super busy and taking care of some other stuff over the last week or so. Copy that, Dan. All right, you guys all take care. I will be back tomorrow night, maybe even tomorrow afternoon again. So I did 2 streams today. Made some new contacts out there. Looking forward to hopefully coming on tomorrow afternoon my time and tomorrow evening my time. So take care, and I'll see you tomorrow.